Hello, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Christina. And it is time to do a check-in. I want to check in with you and your person, what's going on, what they're doing. This already feels like a collective of people that are not in contact with someone. So we're going to dive in without waiting and see what comes up. Okay. Just calling in my guides as always. All right, I feel like we should check in with their energy. It already feels like they're in a confusing place. They may have a decision to make. I did see the moon. They're a little lost. Oh my God, the Two of Swords keeps coming up too. You may have been a light in their life that they are missing, that they no longer have. So let's see what comes up. So checking in with their energy. And I'm glad you're here. So thanks for being here. All right. Okay. What are they doing? What's going on with them? All right. So far we have the World in reverse. This feels like they're in a place right now where it doesn't matter how long you may have been apart or like not in communication, but this chapter isn't closed for them. Sorry, cat hair. The chapter isn't closed for them. It feels like you're very much still there, like your energy, you're connected to each other. What else? What else are they going through? What's your person feeling? Okay. They are trying to find clarity in their lives and dig them out of the hole that they've put themselves in. It almost feels like the ending of you guys, whether you were dating or not, or whether you were married or not, but like when you stopped communicating, something happened in their lives. Like they fell into such a dark place that it like disrupted their lives. And they may have lost their job. They may have lost friendships, or something was going on that they're like digging out of the rubble, this mess that they've made. They're trying to find clarity on what to do next, like where to go from here. So I'm curious about the energy of the Seven of Wands right now. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Okay. This kind of has an energy of a facade. Like they want you to think they're absolutely fine. They want the world to think they're absolutely fine. I don't think this person is a vulnerable person openly. It doesn't feel like they like share with their friends that they're hurting, or they can't stop thinking about you, or that they lost you and they messed up. Like it's like, I need to just carry on. I'm fine. But that chapter isn't closed. It hasn't closed for them yet. They are trying, I keep getting career stuff with their career, like whether they lost their job and they're trying to find a new one, but they're trying to find stability in some way. It feels like their internal world is unstable and they're looking for stability outside themselves. Like, oh, well, if I get a better job, or there's like a fuzzy on my screen and it's bothering me. Okay, it's gone. They have both the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So in looking for stability, they're also kind of inspired, or it feels like you inspired them in some way to actually follow something that they're passionate about. So you may be someone who is like a light and is positive and is like chasing your dreams, whether you're there yet or not. But it's like you inspired them to realize like, oh, like I can do what I love, and I can have a career that I love, and I don't have to stay in this dead-end job, and I don't have to be miserable here. So that's interesting. So they're kind of going through all that right now. Okay, what else? Let's get more. What else? What else are they going through? Anything else coming up for them? An ending. What's ending? We're going to find out. That's a fascinating death card. Look at that sight. Okay. Why is the death card here? Oh man, this may be an ego death. Ooh, this may be an ego death. Ooh, there's a lot of sadness under this. Oh my God. Okay. There's a lot of lying to themselves. Yeah. The emotions are coming in. This feels like an ego death, a bit of an ego death, because they want you, they love you, but that doesn't mean you want them anymore. But they had to lose you to start to even wake up to the fact that they're not on the right path, or they weren't on the right path. It's like they were down on their luck. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I always show it upright so you can actually see it. Yeah, oh man, they're struggling right now. It's like they want to be someone better for you. And again, that doesn't mean that you need to want them, but you made them realize that what they were doing wasn't working. Oh my God, I'm getting really emotional. What they were doing was not working. And if they are going to continue to claim that they want the things that they say they want, they actually have to be honest with themselves about where they're at now. Like if they were like, yeah, I want a partner and family and happiness with that, but they're just like a playboy or like, sleeping around, like they're not, those things don't align. And so you woke them up in a way of realizing, like, shit, like, what have I been doing all this time? What am I doing? And so now it feels like that's why they're kind of scrambling with their career. It's like, maybe I need a better career, or I need a more grounded career, or I need a career that I'm proud of, or I need something that makes more money, or I need to take action in some way to grow, to be better. I'm curious about their internal world, like if they're healing through things. Tell me more about their internal world. What's going on internally, emotionally? Yeah. Big realizations. 4 of Wands. 1111. Maybe something that you've been seeing a lot lately. It feels like they are someone who's like so happy that you were in their lives, and they were like, yeah, this could be it. This could be it. Whether they said that or not, they were thinking this could be it. And then they sabotaged it. They messed it up. They fell into old habits. It feels like you saw a version of them that they wish everyone would see, like the real them. But ever since you've parted, they've gone back and reverted back to like how they've always shown up. This feels like a collective that was showing up a lot a couple of months ago. So we're checking in with that same energy, I think. There is a determination in career and elevating themselves. But as far as emotionally goes, like what are they doing? Are they working on themselves? What's going on? What's going on emotionally? Whoa, dropping everything. Okay. This person may have been a little arrogant, conceited. Maybe they're like super attractive. They have both the King of Swords and the King of Wands. There's a part of them that was, I don't know if embarrassed is the word, but kind of like to want the things they want. And to love the things they love. It's like their friends were all getting married and they didn't even have a partner. And so they started to take on this fake, again, facade of like, oh, I don't even need anyone. I don't need anyone. Like, it's fine that I'm single, even though that's not at all how they felt. And they were like, yeah, I just want to love someone so hard. And so you came into their lives and it was like, oh my God, this could be it. But they weren't there yet. They weren't at the place yet in their lives where they were ready to step into that because they were so stuck in an old version of themselves. I need to know more about that. What's going on there? That old version of themselves. Okay, it feels like it was a protective wall that they created over time. God, my heart. Let's dive into that more. What was the sabotage about? Like, where was that stemming from? What was the sabotage about? Why did they ruin this? And I'm not saying they ruined it and you were perfect, right? That's not what I'm saying. But like something was going on within them that didn't help. Okay. what was the sabotage? What was going on? Where's that stemming from? Okay, you may have a connection to Egypt, snakes. I'm almost seeing like Stephen King's, is it The Crow or Crows or something? But often when I see ravens and crows, I think of Vikings. So you may have a connection to Vikings, or they do. Okay, so where'd this all stem from? What was really happening? Okay, fear of not being enough. Ooh, this is childhood stuff. Childhood trauma coming up. Horror movies might be a thing for you guys. Like maybe you watched them together, but wow, they're having this is a card of like, oh wow, it's like this was a test for them, like from the universe. You weren't testing them unless you were testing them, but you know, here's everything you claim you want. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to revert back to your old ways, or are you going to step up and elevate and become the person you need to be? It's like this almost feels like your energy. Like you were like, I'm right here. I got you. Like I'm ready. And they fumbled. Back to the 10 of Cups. Like they wanted, this feels like a lot like family. This person claims they wanted forever with you, and they thought they did. It's not like they were lying about that. It doesn't feel like a lie. It just feels like, damn it, it's like the avoidant tendencies. Tell me more. What are they working through right now? What are they going through right now? There's so many things I want to ask. What are they feeling right now about you? Okay, let's ask that. How are they feeling about you? How do they feel about you? How does your person feel about you? Yeah, okay, they want you. You know, those smexy thoughts. Very passionate, both of you. You had a connection that was unlike anything that they've ever felt. Oh, again with the emotion. It's like, holy shit, it scared them. Like this could really be it. Don't mess this up. And so they proceeded to mess it up. That happens a lot with sabotage. It's like, it's unconscious. It's the one thing that you're afraid will happen ends up happening. Like you create it because you're so focused on it not happening that you sabotage it anyway. Wow. Yeah, it's like, this is often a card of like choices and making the choices, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like sun and moon. Oh, like the sun and the moon. It's like a balance, like you balanced each other. You brought things out in each other that maybe no one else had. You may have triggered each other in ways that no one else had. And triggers are always great. Not a good time often, but triggers are good in the sense that they show you what you haven't yet healed through, because your triggers are yours. They're your responsibility to heal. Like if you say something that triggers someone else, like that's their stuff that they need to heal through. Doesn't mean you should walk around trying to trigger everybody, but like your light may have triggered them. There was some things conflicting. So they're still, okay, where are they now? With you. How do I feel about you now? Something flipped over. I'll have to go find it. I swear one flipped over. There it is. Okay. They're trying to let you go. They think you've completely moved on, and they're trying to move on and let you go. They know they messed up. There's an energy of like, yeah, I ruined that. What else we got? God. It doesn't feel like they're speaking very highly of you. But then they're holding the shame of that. It's like to their friends who you may not have even liked or cared for, but like, it's like you shouldn't be asking people for advice that haven't gone through what you're going through, right? And if you had this like deep soul spiritual connection and their friend is like never experienced anything like that, like they're not going to give the best advice. And it's like they're getting feedback and things from people, but the way they asked for help, if they did, or even like shared the story, wasn't raw and honest. It was like, yeah, I mean, this person, you know, they were cool, but like, you know, didn't work out. And their friend's like, all right, well, F them, you know, versus them being honest and being like, I regret how I acted and I'm like really hurting. Like they weren't doing that. They weren't being honest. So they're still holding this pain, this regret, this shame about everything that showed up within your relationship. What else? What else are they holding on to? What else are they feeling about you? I'm feeling so much love, like so much love for you. Like they have so much love for you. And they're not proud of themselves for showing up and speaking about you the way that they have. It doesn't mean they're like talking smack necessarily, but they're not like going around being like, you are so beautiful. Like everything about you inspired them. And they're not like speaking about you like that. And it's like a heaviness on them. They want to be better. They want so badly to be better. It was like they were literally like, you're better than me. You're literally better than me. And I'm going to mess this up. And so then they proceeded to mess it up. But instead of elevating, you know, I just had a reading with someone and this phrase came up. So I'm going to share it with you. Oh my God, it just left me. Maybe you weren't meant to hear it. Yeah, maybe it'll come back to me. Okay. All right, let's see what else. What else? What are their intentions? What are their intentions? What are they working on? One more shuffle. The Tower. Okay, let's see. Okay, they keep getting the Page of Wands. Okay, you know, it's like they're trying to move forward, but they're stuck. It's like they haven't yet learned all the lessons they needed to learn from this, from you, from this connection. And they know it. Like it doesn't feel over. It doesn't feel like the chapter has completed. And they're curious about it. They're not like trying to shove it away and shove you away. It's like, why are you still lingering in everything about me? Like, why do I think of you all the time? I'm seeing Gulf, a lake, or like a pond almost. Fishing, sunset. Imagine all those together. Oh, I guess I could be a golf course. All right. What are their intentions? What are they working on? What are their intentions right now? Okay, one flipped over. Oh, two flipped over. Strength and the High Priestess. Okay. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Oh, we got some similar cards showing up again. God, they're stressed. I can like feel it. You might be feeling this too. Like you might be super stressed. They are overthinkers. They overthink. They battle in their heads. They battle themselves. They criticize themselves. I don't even think they realize they're criticizing themselves. Like, for example, let's say this is a really attractive person and they know they're really attractive and they know they're charismatic and they know that, like, you know, the ladies or the men like are all over them, you know. There's still, it's like that's what they show up as and they front with and they show people. Like this confident version of themselves, like, yeah, I have my life together. Like I'm attractive and I have, you know, they don't say that, but like that's the outward projection when on the inside is the pain, the shame, the hurting. And so what are their intentions was the question. They're trying to stop overthinking. They want to move forward and be better in their lives. I do believe that's because of you. Whether they will admit that or not is up to them. But there is some questioning their friendship group. It's like they're seeing their friends in a different way. Not all of them, but maybe like the people that are giving them advice, that maybe they're like, why did I even listen to you? Like, you can't even keep a relationship. Like, what are you doing? You know, so that's interesting. They are trying to move forward, and it's not like shove you away, but they are trying to move forward. They think that, you know, in their head, you're way better than them. Like, that's how they think of you. Like, you were way better than me. Like, why would you ever come back to me? So they're trying to move on. They're trying to set that down. They're trying to move forward. I feel like you said something to them about trusting themselves, trusting their intuition, maybe talking about something they needed to heal through, and they weren't ready to hear it. They weren't ready to heal it either. But all those things that you've said or shared with them or acknowledged, they're now finally starting to face. Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm like really proud of them right now. They're finally starting to be honest with themselves. Like, oh my God, maybe you were right. I do have to heal through this. Like, I'm seeing it now. Okay. And they're trying to have the courage to get through it, have the strength to move forward and take action on healing those things. It doesn't feel like they know how just yet, but they're actually like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna, get off social media. That's a first step. Or like, I'm gonna stop dating right now. It's a first step. Or I'm gonna, check in. Maybe I don't need to keep all these friends around, that kind of a thing. Like, they're taking small action steps. Okay. So I just want to check. My alarm went off, as always. I want to check in, though, just on you. What do you need to hear? What do you need to hear right now? What do you need to hear? Okay, it wasn't your fault. There was nothing you could have done. It wasn't about you. The things that you triggered within them had to be seen, and remember that their triggers are not your responsibility. Their triggers are not your responsibility. So them messing things up, them disappearing, them not calling, them feeling, like blaming you for, those were their stuff. That's their stuff. They have to heal through. It wasn't your fault. Okay, what do you need to hear? Okay, all that pain you're feeling, you can only feel pain at the depth of which you loved. And so underneath that pain is love. And what you focus on, you feel. And so if you can focus on the love and not the lack or the loss, that can help in really hard moments. Okay, what do you need to hear? Okay. Check in with your focuses. Check in with what you focus on every day. Like, do you spend, and there's no judgment when I say this, like, been there, but do you spend like 5 hours on YouTube watching tarot videos when you could be like tuning in with you, checking in with you, healing you? Maybe you want to get outside more. Maybe you need to spend more time with your friends or your family, or like what, how can you find more balance in your life to make you feel good and better? Okay. And I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. All right. Okay, you, my friend, you may be someone who feels all the feels, like feels so hard about everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, all the beautiful things. You just feel deeply. Or you're the opposite, where you are just in your head all the time, logical, analytical, very intellectual, just like, this doesn't make sense logically, or this has to, It's time to find a balance between the two. So the Lovers is often about melding, is that the word? The head and the heart together and finding balance within them, using both. Don't just make the logical choice. What feels right? Then consider all the options. Like, do both. Check in with both, okay? This is not a time to move forward and take action on things as far as, like, it's time to slow down. Like, are you overwhelmed? Slow down. I'm looking into the camera for this. Slow down. Like, take some time. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? Are you happy with your life right now? Are you just living day to day, going through the motions because that's what you think you're supposed to do? No, there's more for you out there, and you need to hear that right now. I don't know why. That's what card flipped over. But if you want this true, beautiful happiness, you need to slow down and figure out what you actually want. We get so used to thinking we are who we used to be that we don't realize that we are no longer who we used to be. So if you have been saying, like, for example, I used to say forever, decades, I was like, yeah, I want to live in Southern California. I want to live in Southern California. And then one day I was like, do I though? Or have I just been saying that for so long that I think that's what I want? So check in with those things about yourself, what you want, where you want to go from here. Be honest with yourself. It's okay to change your mind. I don't know who needs to hear that, but you are allowed to change, morph, evolve, grow, decide you want to quit your job. I woke up one day and was like, I don't want to be a firefighter anymore, and resigned. And it was the best decision ever. Like, it was just trust yourself, trust your intuition. Now, please don't go quit your job and say, Christina told me to do that. That's not what I mean. But like, it's okay to change your mind and then find a way out. Remember, mix the brain with the heart. Don't take rash decisions. Don't listen to me. All right. I hope this helped you in some way. I love you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.